Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to have a quick update video on everything that's going on. As you probably know, I set up this channel because I was intending to go to Vietnam and live there for a while, which I'm still intending on doing. And originally I had a lot of interest in moving specifically to Vietnam because I really like the idea of riding around on motorbike all the time and going on the back roads and just having a lot of fun traveling that way for very cheap and seeing all the scenery and the countryside and all the beautiful rice farms and so on and so forth. But after doing a lot of research on Vietnam and I stumbled into other Asian countries and everything, and I'm also interested in checking out other countries too. I'm not just specifically about going to Vietnam. Originally, that was my intent on creating this channel specifically for Vietnam. I haven't produced a lot of videos lately because I was contemplating on whether or not I should just keep this channel and change the name or attempt to change the name and rebrand it somewhat so that it covers more of a wider spectrum because just Vietnam specifically is too um, it's I'm going to go to a lot more places than just Vietnam, so I don't want a channel just specifically on Vietnam, although I do want to go to Vietnam. So I want this channel to be about the expat life and living in Asia and moving to Asian countries and looking at the cost of living and the way of life and the possibilities of living close to an American standard lifestyle in Asian countries. Now, it would probably be a lot more expensive in most places to live a somewhat American lifestyle, but it would probably be cheaper in most cases than having that lifestyle in America. So the major thing about going to these countries is the cost of living is so cheap and the food is cheap and just everything is cheaper, and people from other countries that live in places where it's very expensive, they can take advantage of that. They can take advantage of the low cost of living in these Asian countries, especially if these people are making their living online. So if you're able to make your living online, such as affiliate marketing or pay-per-click ads on your blog, some people actually make a decent living doing that. And it's not really that difficult to do as long as you're a good content producer. You can make videos, you can do blogs, you can do reviews of things, you can do all kinds of the possibilities are unlimited, really. So there are many ways to get out there and make money, and once you start having that sort of income, that passive income every month, that empowers you and gives you the ability to travel. So by having the ability to get your income every month and make it all online, you are not bound to live in a certain area. Whereas if you make a living and you go to a regular job every day, you're basically forced to or left with no option other than living in that area and living close enough to work so that you can get there. So you're very limited on what you can do and where you can travel because of those limitations, and then you can only go on vacation and so on and so forth once or twice a year. But when you have a passive income and you make all your money online, you don't have these limitations. You're not bound by them. And there is a certain amount of freedom that comes with that a lot of people really do enjoy and really love, that extra freedom of being able to travel. And there's a lot of things that comes with that freedom. And one is the ability to pick and choose where you want to live, whether it be temporary or permanent, based on your needs and how much money you're making and the cost of living and all of that. So if you want to live somewhere that's really extremely cheap, and you can also help the people there by purchasing things in their local economy and putting some of that money that you're making online into the local economies there, and that really helps the local people and whichever area that you're living in. And if there's more expats in that area, that actually helps the economy grow, and people appreciate that, and that is a really good thing. So if you're able to make this money online, the possibilities are pretty much unlimited as to where you can live. And that's one of the reasons I don't want to limit this channel to just Vietnam only, because saying that I want to be in Vietnam, yes, I do want to be in Vietnam, but do I want to be there forever? I don't know. Do I want to live there for a while? Of course. I definitely want to live there for a while. I want to experience it for myself. I want to see what it's like living there and see how much of an easier life. If it's an easier life and I can pay my bills easier, then that's all good. Maybe there will be such a language barrier that it will be more difficult for me since I don't know very much Vietnamese. So maybe it would be more beneficial for me to live somewhere in a country that speaks a little bit more English, just because of my limitations. Just because of I can't speak the language, so I am limited as to where I can really live. So, and I'm not saying that I can't live in Vietnam. Sure, I can live in Vietnam, and it would probably be great. And it probably won't limit too much, because I'm sure I can get help, and I'm sure I can figure everything out and let them know what I want to eat and stuff like that. But there are going to be some language barriers for sure, and I definitely want to learn more Vietnamese to be able to communicate with locals and to order meals and say what I want and what I don't want, and so on and so forth. Now, as far as this channel goes, I'm planning on covering Vietnam probably first. Whenever I get everything situated and I get enough money saved up and I get all of my personal life and everything taken care of, this will free up a lot of time for me and enable me to leave when I want to. So in the meantime, I'm going to continue to work on my passive income and saving up my money, and I'm going to think of some new ideas for videos on this channel. I may start showing some methods of earning money online, or I may just talk about some ideas about where I'm going to travel and things like that. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up, and if you have anything to say or add to the conversation, you can leave it down in the comment box below. Thanks for watching. I want to be in Vietnam!